What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another MLB High Five video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. We are back. All-Star break was cool. Home Run Derby was cool. It was fun to see Shohei Ohtani out there, a pitcher out there hitting bombs. That was cool. It was just overall a cool little break, cool little refresh time. It was fun. But it's back to business. It's time to get to it. Hopefully everybody had a nice little relaxation off of DFS for a little bit, but it's time to get back to this money. All right. Greenlightdfs.com to join the squad for that. I have a nice little parlay I'm cooking up for the greenlightbets.com. So greenlightbets.com, hit that up if you're able to bet on games. I got a night, like I said, I got a nice little parlay I'm working on. And gldbreaks.com if you're interested in sports cards, you want to get involved in our live box break sessions that you see us going live on YouTube at times. Join that. Go watch some of them, see how they work out. Last night was awesome. We were live breaking cards for until midnight last night on YouTube. So not many people are live on YouTube, like breaking boxes and have a whole bunch of different product open and stuff like that. So it's definitely something different in the cards industry, at least on YouTube. So definitely come hang out, even if you don't want to get any boxes or you're just curious about what it's all about. Come hang out, just talk sports with us. I mean, we don't just talk sports cards. We'll talk all types of shit while we're in there, just hanging out, opening boxes and seeing what we get. So gldbreaks.com if you want to grab a box there. Um, let's get it. I'm not going to waste too much of y'all's time. Thank you for joining me as always. Let's get straight to this money. Plain and simple. Let's get it. Starting off at pitchers. I still have Brandon Woodruff as the pitcher from Milwaukee over on the optimizer. I will update that. It is no longer Woodruff. It is Adrian Hauser. So I will update that as soon as I'm done with this live show. But the two pitchers that I really like. Now, first and foremost, real quick, we have a lot of weather situations, okay? I love guys like Robbie Ray, but there's serious weather to keep an eye on. Andrew Heaney is going to be the guy that I'm going to go ahead and first lock in. Andrew Heaney is in a fantastic spot going against Seattle. Seattle's been the offense everybody loves to pick on. I mean, it's a smart move to pick on. They strike out almost 26% of the time versus lefties. This is a fantastic spot for Andrew Heaney, who's got a 25% K rate versus lefties, 27% versus righties. Andrew Heaney at only 7.4 is just too cheap with his K rate. Plain and simple. Now, with all the weather issues, SP2, I would love it to be Robbie Ray if that weather's fine. So keep an eye on that. I would love that against Texas. There's a couple spots that I like at SP2, but I'm leaning Kyle Hendricks for now just because it's one of the spots that we're not really worried about weather with. So I really like comfortable feeling that you get from Kyle Hendricks. I mean, the situation's fine. It's a good matchup against Arizona, who strikes out 24% of the time versus righties. Hendricks has been pretty damn consistent. He got blown up a couple times in the beginning of the season, but his worst outing since, let's see, May 16th. His worst outing since, what was his last bad outing? May 9th. His worst outing since May 9th, it was an 8 against Milwaukee. Kyle Hendricks has been pitching really well. He's got a solid matchup against Arizona. I think he's a solid option here at only 7.5. And he's a guy that I'm definitely interested in, especially if every other spot is a weather concern when it comes to pitching. I don't think we'll have to see how many postponed there ends up being. I would expect maybe a one postponed, maybe two, but most of the spots should be good for hitters. And luckily, it's good for hitters in course. All right, we've got the Dodgers traveling the course against Sensatella. Obviously, you want the lefties. So Cody Bellinger and Max Muncy are my locks. I have to put them in. I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't put them in my high five. You have to play those two guys. It's no surprise. There's a ton of power in their bats. It's in cores. The ball's going to fly out of the stadium. There's going to be a lot of runs put up here. I absolutely love Max Muncy and Cody Bellinger, and I'm going to find a way to make it work. All right, and especially with two pitchers at 7.5 or less, I mean, it's not too hard. For a value, Luis Arias is a guy, or Arias, I'm not sure exactly how you say this dude's name, but Luis is a beautiful spot at 2.6. He should be leading off here. Lefty righty matchup against Urena. I love this spot here. I mean, there's some rain issues here, so make sure the game's not going to postpone. But if they're going to play and it's going to be okay for bats, Luis is my one of my favorite value bats on the entire slate at 2.6. I love him, and he makes a lot of things work. He allows us to get cores. He even allows you to get any other SP2 if you want to end up going up if weather's okay. But like I said, weather's a big deal today. Weather is something you definitely need to keep an eye on. We have a lot of games and a lot of weather concerns, so it's going to be a complicated slate. So make sure you're keeping an eye on that. That's incredibly important because you do not want your pitcher to get pulled in the second inning due to rain. Okay, so just pay attention to that and play it safe. Heaney and Kyle Hendricks are two pitchers that do not have weather concerns at this moment. Who knows? Maybe a pop up will do it later. But as of right now, no weather issues, good spots, and cheap, and allows us to get some cores. Max Muncy and Cody Bellinger are the two go-to guys that I immediately think of when I think of getting some cores plays here. Again, with the lefty righty against Senzatella. And then Luis Arias allows us to get only a 2.6 value leading off in a great spot against Urena. All right? And that's it for DK. Let's switch over to FanDuel. Over here on FanDuel, you guys know how I like to play it. Unless there's just a fantastic value pitcher over here on FanDuel. Let me pull up what I like on FanDuel. So on FanDuel, Andrew Heaney at 8.8. Andrew Heaney's probably my favorite value pitcher overall, point per dollar on this slate today going against Seattle. Like I said, Seattle strikes out a ton, and it's just a very, very solid spot for Andrew Heaney here. And at 8.8, it allows us to get some of those cores bats that we want. All right, so let's check these cores, guys, that we're thinking of. Let's go ahead and Mookie Betts is 4.3. Let's check Bellinger. Bellinger's 4K. How much is Muncy? Muncy's 4.4. So first of all, let me get the cheaper one of the bunch because I think one of these guys are gonna smash. Arias should be value over here as well. I wonder if he's gonna be a couple. 2,000. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Let's go Garrett Hampson. You know what? Hold on. Let me see. Is Minnesota not on this slate? Do we not have Minnesota on this slate? No Minnesota on the FanDuel slate. Okay, that's why. I was like, what the hell? Where's Arias? All right, so looking at the optimizer, we do point per dollar. Let's see who really sticks out. It really loves some of these guys. Alex Dickerson, Falefa, LeCastro, um, Will Myers, Reese. Will Smith, I really like also. He's one of these Dodger bats that obviously have a good bit of pop. He should be batting around fifth or so at only 3.2. He's definitely a guy you want to get exposure to. Optimizer really loves Rowdy Tellez at only 2.1. Really loves him as a value option to get all the fucking Dodger bats that you can get. Let's see. Let me see. I had another guy that I haven't mentioned yet that I really like over here. AJ Pollock is a really good price. Sean Murphy's really cheap. Starlin Castro seems like a very good value over here. Righty against Paddock. Really opens some things up at second base. You know what? Let me do Castro. Starlin Castro's only 2.4 and really opens things up in your lineup as well. He's a solid option. He's been batting very, very solid consistently lately before the All-Star break. So let's hope he comes back and continues doing well. He's been doing really good lately, so I really like Castro. Castro's a definite solid option. He's been hitting the ball very consistently. He's also had a good career versus Paddock, so it's a good spot for Castro at only 2.4. All right? And that's it. Andrew Heaney, Bellinger, and Will Smith. Prioritized Will Smith because he's 3.2 and gets us a core bat in the like prime spot of this order that should put up a ton of runs tonight at only 3.2. And then Starlin Castro is our value at 2.4. We don't have Luis Arias over here, so Starlin Castro is a good replacement for him as a value option on this slate. All right, let's kill it, y'all. GreenlightDFS.com. Join the squad. Make sure you take advantage of the optimizer. You get free access to the optimizer with any package over at GreenlightDFS.com. GreenlightBets.com. I'm working up a sexy little parlay tonight to get us a huge W. All right, so let's get it. All right, thank you guys for joining me as always. Later on tonight, 7 p.m. Central, we always go live. We break boxes of sports cards. We search for those Jaws, those Zions, those Trevor Lawrences. We got some multiple Trevor Lawrences last night pulled. We got an autograph of Devontae Smith, an autograph of Travis Etienne. It was fun, man. It was a fun night. We were up till midnight. Like I said, we were up past midnight breaking boxes on my YouTube channel, on this channel. Last night. So if you're interested or just curious, you can watch those back there on my channel right now. All right. Thank you guys for watching as always, and let's smash this shit tonight. Peace.